We're reaching the end of 2021, and instead of me listing a bunch of cool hairstyles that I think would be great for the upcoming year, I thought it'd be fun to switch it up and hear from some professional hairdressers themselves. So in this video, we're gonna be getting the best hairstyling advice straight from the source. And now let's go ahead and meet our three stylists.
Hey guys, my name is Byron Ruiz.
My name is Rikki.
Hey, I'm AndrewDoesHair. You can find my work on Instagram at AndrewDoesHair.
I've been cutting hair for about 3 years and 9 months. I love being able to build that one-on-one relationship with my clients and just getting to know them while they get to know me.
I'm from Los Angeles, California. I've been doing hair for 18 years. I got my start doing women's hair mainly, longer hairstyles, and then I moved into doing military haircuts, clipper fades, and now I'm a hybrid of both.
I've been a hairdresser for 16 years in Southern California. I've traveled the world teaching and educating haircutters. I own a small product line. I've written books. I've done just about everything you could do in the hair industry.
All three of these stylists do amazing work, and they are all personal friends of mine, so I definitely recommend checking out more of their work. I will have all of their links and their socials down below, so you can see exactly why I'm reaching out to these guys specifically, because they know what they're talking about. We've got 4 questions to do with hair trends, starting out with question number 1. With winter around the corner, are there certain hairstyles that are commonly requested during the colder months?
My clientele tends to, I would say a high percentage of them tends to like just trust me. When it comes to winter time, a lot of people, guys, haven't really grown out the sides that much so that they could brush it back. Or maybe when you start layering up clothes a little bit more, you can start layering up the hair a little bit more. Like
the longer sides and back just feels right with like the colder season.
Yes, yeah. Or if there's a fade, like maybe on taper the sides a little bit, low taper, and then or just like low taper the back if they really want a bit of freshness, because some people can't live without that fresh feeling.
I see a lot more people having more natural looks, not so polished. If it gets cold, they leave more hair on your head,
How do people transition into that longer length? Do they come in and they just say, I don't want it cut as short, or do they verbally tell you that they're planning on growing it out?
Usually I get like, let's not take it as tight right now, let's leave a little length on it for a while and let's rock it like that. That's what I get.
I want to say it almost feels more like people do their normal hair during the winter, and then during summer they're like, okay, maybe a little bit shorter than usual, just because they're going to be in and out of the water a lot and they want hair that's going to air dry okay.
So do you feel like there's a little bit of growth at this time of year, or?
The length is definitely in style. Like, it is undeniable now. The last year and a half, 2 years, even before the pandemic, people kept saying, oh, longer hair is coming in style. I would say 3/4 of my day now is haircuts that don't even involve the clippers.
What have been some of the most popular hairstyles that people have requested throughout 2021?
I would say, okay, so 2021, the beginning of it is when people would start coming more often, I would say, because of the pandemic. So a lot of people started coming with a lot of length still, but some people really started to dig it. They just knew they needed some type of shape or some type of like organization up there, I would say that I started personally doing a lot of brushbacks just because that length is so nice, and it's just, you can switch it up. It's a classy look always. It's something that's a like timeless hairstyle.
I really feel the same in terms of 2021 really seems to have been the year where people aren't as worried with the perfection and have been kind of moving more in a direction of controlled messiness. It's a little bit more relaxed, but it's still put together, and that seems to be kind of the sentiment of 2021 for men's hair.
The early 20s and like older teenagers, like the college kids, they're getting the 1990s Boy Meets World middle part kind of TikToker haircut, and they're not styling it very polished at all. Like, it's almost like the more textured it can look and the more frizzy and froey and messed up it can look, the better.
Do you feel like the pandemic has been a contributing factor to that mindset shift?
When I went back to work after the lockdowns, it was the most exciting time of my career, because every single haircut was either a completely drastic change going from long back to short, or it was a long haircut, which I hadn't done in 10 years because it wasn't in style for 10 years.
I see a lot more people having more natural looks, not so polished. If it gets cold, they leave more hair on your head,
It's mostly for functionality purpose.
That's what I would think, yeah.
Yeah, you layer up your clothes and you layer up your hairstyle.
Yeah, exactly.
How do people transition into that longer length? Do they come in and they just say, I don't want it cut as short, or do they verbally tell you that they're planning on growing it out?
Usually I get like, let's not take it as tight right now, let's leave a little length on it for a while and let's rock it like that. That's what I get.
What hair trends do you think will be upcoming in 2022?
I would say even with your pool and even with my pool and a lot of the hair industry's pool, we've only reached like a bit of the men. It's something that that I really hope people double down on the styling part. Like something that people aren't afraid to buy a blow dryer, invest in themselves, and just style their hair, you know? So I would hope a lot of doubling down.
I was gonna say, we haven't even talked about the mullet yet.
That's one I hope stays, that's for sure.
The mullet definitely picked up in 2021.
At least hoping that it goes through the winter and maybe into like late spring. That's what I'm hoping.
Some of the things that almost turned us off of our haircuts in the last year or two as they grew out, I think we're gonna start to like. I think what we might see for men's hair is almost like Han Solo, like hair over the ears. And I would even say, I've had some clients come in and say, I want the Kurt Russell. Like they want like 80s full blown, almost a mullet, but not a mullet kind of looks.
It's taking the grown out hair and then just fully embracing it and starting to realize the potential.
I absolutely think it's going to be natural looks. I think it's going to be like Squid Game stuff. You know what I mean? It's going to be more flow, less polish, kind of rough it up more.
What is it about the more natural look that people are into right now?
It shows, I don't know, it's less effort, honestly. I think it's kind of like, oh, great. I don't have to make it perfectly symmetrical. I can just kind of roll with it. I think people are more into like just a free life than, you know, they're not going to the jobs as much. They're not having to put the suits on and stuff. So I think people are just feeling that flow. It's just easier.
And finally, popular trends aside, what haircuts do you personally enjoy working on and what do you want to see more of?
Lately, which is so funny because I've been doing longer styles a lot, but lately I've been really liking the super short textured looks on top. And it's just so easy to style for them. And it grows out nice usually because it's cut to the way that their hair grows, which a lot of us, our hair grows forward, especially from our cowlick, we have that swirl. But once they get it, man, they get their hair styled so quick, ready for work, and they just come back in and it still looks dope. It still looks really good. They just need to clean up the sides.
I would say like 1987, almost a mullet, but not quite a mullet, just heavy in the back, just kind of doing a lot of them. I have a couple clients who are realtors in LA, like selling like probably buildings like your salon. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Like these like big power business realtor guys are coming in and getting like the American Psycho full blown mullet power businessman cut. And I love doing that right now.
I'm old school. I like traditional haircuts. I love the classic haircut. That's my favorite. Scissor cut, everything, a good taper. I love the classic looks because I like that 50s vibe.
What's some examples of classic looks, like side part and stuff?
Like your grandpa's haircut. No, like a side part or like a bit of a pomp, stuff like that. Real balanced. I like symmetry and things to be balanced. That's my favorite.
And there we go, guys. I hope this kind of video helped to give you a broader perspective and can help you with some of your hairstyling choices coming up in the new year. Again, make sure to check out these stylists. They do amazing work. I've got their links down below. And it's the final day for the BluMaan giveaway, which is also listed down below. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will be seeing everybody next time.